What is up, everybody? My name is Dom, and today I'm gonna show you guys how to be happy. Now, before we start off this tutorial, you will be needing jailbreak in order to do this, so if you don't yet have jailbreak, then make sure to watch my video on how to get jailbreak. But without further ado, let's get right into the tutorial. The main thing you need to know in order to be happy is that there are three basic factors that determine how happy you are in life. The first is your genes, something that you're born with and cannot control. The second is your wealth and your situation, which is something you are born with and cannot control. The third is your life choices which you make, and that you can control. And that's what most people will tell you. But what people don't tell you is that your whole personality is basically determined by your first 5 years of life. And guess what determines that? If you guessed number 2, you'd be correct. So, in reality, the first two determine the third. And so basically, your happiness is completely outside of your control. Now, according to Dr. Sonia Lyubomirsky, your genes are responsible for about half of your entire happiness. And your living situation is responsible for about 10%. Now that means that the choices that you make only determine 40% of how happy you really are. So, assuming that you have to have a very low value of 50% on this scale to be happy, then if you have the absolute worst possible gene combination for happiness, and you live in the middle of fucking Sierra Leone, that means that you can only be 40% happy, and therefore you are fucked from birth, and you cannot be happy. This also means that some people can be way happier without even trying, and others have to shed blood, sweat, and tears just to feel a little bit of happiness. So basically, if you want to be happy, you just have to be born with better genes. So, in order to be happy, you're gonna want to click on that download link in the video description, and then you're gonna want to invest in gene modification science in order to alter your genes, because that is the only way to be happy. Now, you would assume that the maximum amount of happiness that someone feels is the same for everybody, right? Wrong. You see, in the book Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari, he states, a very respected scientific paper which created a scientific theory that some humans are born with the capacity to feel less happiness than others. Now, this fact was composed into a chart from 0 to 10, with 0 being the absolute saddest a human could ever feel, and 10 being the absolute happiest. And so, they discovered that some humans may only be able to feel something in the lines of 3 to 10, and another may only be able to feel somewhere in the lines of 0 to 7. This means that even if you tried your absolute hardest, if you're somewhere in like 0 to 7, then you will never be able to feeling as happy as other people. Oh yeah! Not only that, but they will also never be able to feel as sad as you feel. So you are basically fucked for life while they get all the happiness. But listen, it isn't just your genes. Other scientific studies have found that in twins that don't share the same ovary, the twin that was in a more comfortable position in the womb was noted to be a way more extroverted, outgoing, and sociable person, so in general more happy. And the twin, which could move less and was in a less comfortable position in the womb, was more socially awkward, introverted, and less happy. So, it isn't all about your genes. Your position in the womb can literally determine how happy you are. Let's go, team. This is a Poggers moment. So, what all of this goes to show is that the real genetic lottery isn't strength, height, dick size, race, or anything like that. It's literal happiness. If you win the genetic lottery, you're just happy. And if you lose it, you're just not. So forget all those things those supposed Buddhist monks or Albert Einstein quotes told you about being grateful and just letting yourself be happy. Nah, happiness is 100% chemical. So there you have it. Your personality and happiness are something completely out of your control. So remember, it's not your fault you're unhappy. It's 100% genetic. The amount of happiness you will feel throughout your life was decided at the chemical roll of a dice before you were even born. I hope this was able to cheer you up. You must be feeling such joy after hearing this, and I haven't even touched on Roko's basilisk. So, if you liked this tutorial, if you thought it was helpful and that you were able to learn something, then make sure to leave a like and a comment saying what you think your happiness rating is. And if not, then cry about it, because you're probably just an average 5 out of 10 happiness. So, yeah. Peace, everybody. This has been Dom. I am going to eject myself because you can't say shit on YouTube. Peace.